All right, what is up? What is good, YouTube? We are here for what is honestly a very sad situation. I'm not going to lie. Um, the sad, slow decline of one of the YouTube originals, one of the YouTube greats, that being, of course, Boogie2988. So you guys know, like, listen, we all this week, like, we've been talking about Eric July and his potential collapse and his potential spiraling into becoming a lolcow. One of the original lolcows is Boogie2988. And the thing is, like, this guy, this guy was at the top of his game at one point. He was described as the Mr. Rogers of YouTube. Now, I don't know if I would go that far, but that's just because I hold Mr. Rogers in such high regard. But nonetheless, he was a big personality on YouTube. And I've been subscribed to him for a while. I really have respected and loved this guy. If you know anything about Boogie, you know that he has had a very difficult life growing up, a traumatic childhood with some abusive parents, abusive family. Not an easy life. And I think Boogie's trauma and what he's gone through in life has been something that has held him back his entire life, and he just has never been able to get past it. That's one aspect of this. The other aspect is that Boogie is his own worst enemy. Boogie2988 is his own worst enemy. And I think because of how badly other people have treated him in his life, he's treating himself that way. He feels like he needs to be punished. And so he's constantly going through all of this self-destructive behavior. And on the one hand, you feel sorry for the guy. But on the other hand, when do you say, okay, enough is enough? You have to take responsibility. You have to take responsibility for your own life. You have to do something to change because you can't change the past. And I feel like a lot of the stuff Boogie has done to himself is trying to fill a hole from his past. You can't change the past, man. You can only work on the present and change the future. So, we're going to dive into this documentary. A lot of people have been recommending it. A lot of people have seen it already. This is from Mike Klum, who did a documentary, an official documentary on Boogie2988, following him around. I think it was for 9 months, if I'm not mistaken. So we're going to dive into this documentary. And as we do, I'm going to give you guys my thoughts on it. And again, this is just super sad to see, man. Super sad to see what's happened to him. And part of it, partly it is his own fault. I feel like this is a guy that never really took control of his life. And I felt like he punished himself over and over and over. And I don't know, like, to a certain extent, I just don't think he's ever really lived in reality. He's created his own reality. And it's a very destructive one to himself and to the people around him. And it's sad. And I hope he gets better. But it's gone from feeling sorry to this guy to he's obviously manipulating people. There's a lot of manipulative behavior. So let's go ahead and dive into this documentary. Let's go ahead and do this. We'll go full screen. And here we go. All right, so the Boogie documentary, we'll put on closed captioning. Boogie documentary in 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
When I'm on my deathbed, the biggest regret I'll ever have is knowing that I had a job that every person in the world would fucking kill for. And I fucked it up. I'm gonna be mad about that till I go to the fucking grave.
Boogie2988. He's a legend of YouTube. He's been around forever.
Boogie2988 roasted.
I can already tell right off the bat, this is going to be dark as hell, man.
There was one girl. I don't know if I should talk about this, Mike, but I'm going to. There was one girl that I dated. She liked a lot of childish things. She liked rubber ducks. That's why I have some of these rubber ducks. And one of my favorite memories with her is us sitting in this tub, her playing with rubber ducks as I washed her, and then when we got out, I took her to bed. One of the best nights of my life, Mike. Happened right here. Yeah, so when it comes to financial approach, I don't fucking know what I'm doing. Money comes in, money goes out. For the longest time, my ex-wife handled that shit, but then I got divorced. I don't know where my money is. I don't know what it's doing. The only thing I've ever done with it is I threw it into crypto and then lost a shitload of it. Well, here's everything.
Whoa,
If you want to
dude!
see, there's $2,758 in my bank account right now, and let's see if mortgages come out yet. So tomorrow, when they take mortgage out, I'll have about $700 to live off of until the 20th, when I get paid again from YouTube. So I'm just going to live off of $700, and I'll probably sell some cards along the way and use that money to make ends meet as well. I have a credit card with them that I owe $600 on. And on top of that, I still owe $163,000 on my house. I think my...
Wait a minute. Hold up. So this guy had $750,000 that he tossed into crypto, right? And his mortgage is $163,000. Do I have that correct? Why the hell did he not pay off his mortgage? He could have easily done that. He could have paid cash for his house. Hey, Boogie, like he talks, like Boogie has been getting on videos saying he's going to be homeless. And it's like, dude, you wouldn't be homeless if you paid off the house. You had the money. Like, how can I feel bad for you when you're doing this type of dumb stuff? Oh, this is obviously dumb. Oh, Boogie, come on, dude. You wouldn't have to worry about being homeless if you paid out the house instead of investing it in crypto. Jesus.
My net worth is zero. Once you pull the equity out of the house, get rid of the house debt, sell off all my collectibles, and pay off all my debts, I think that puts me at $0. Shit. I'm worthless. Yeah, this is the hard part. Back to reality. But my best feature, this is the one the ladies love. I call it my meat apron. I have 2 meat curtains. There's a second one. I have 2 glorious meat curtains.
Can I even show this on YouTube?
I don't like showing it to people, and people don't like seeing it. So that's why I'm going to die alone.
Dude, with all the money that you have, you could have got surgeries done to get rid
Well,
of
my
some
real
of
name is
that.
Steve Williams. I'm known online as Boogie.
You could have got a
2988 because there's a lot of
nutritionist.
famous Steve Williams.
You could have got
and I'm
somebody
not
to
one
help
of
you
them, right?
exercise. What the
I started
hell?
a YouTube channel back in 2006, right at the very beginning, and I got famous for comedy sketches as well as like life vlogs and just sharing my personal life with other people.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? Boogie2988 coming at you.
My ankle on my left leg and had.
But that's just the kind of woman I married. So give her some love in the comment section. Give her as much money as I used to make, and it's not exactly enough to make ends meet.
This is where I spend 6 to 8 hours a day trying to figure out how to save my career.
What's up? Ladies and gentlemen of YouTube, Boogie2988 coming at you live again through the power of the internet. And today, let's talk a little bit about why you got to do better than I did, right?
I've told the audience, I've told you guys, I've told everybody, this is the center of my world, right here in this recliner with
$5,742. And he is spending $7,800 a month. Dude, there are some people who don't even make this much a month. And they're still financially responsible. They still find a way to get by. Like for a lot of people, this amount of money is normal. Boogie, you have to change your lifestyle. That's all there is to it, dude. Like, this is ridiculous. This should not be happening, Boogie. Oh my God, dude. He just can't stop spending. And again, like I said at the start of the stream, I think one of the problems with this is that Boogie has this hole in his life from his traumatic childhood. And he keeps trying to fill it with all the wrong things. And part of the things that he keeps trying to fill it with is material items. But that's never going to solve anything, Boogie. That's never going to fill the hole. He's addicted to spending. He's addicted to stuff.
my dogs, watching television, playing video games on that television. But the other day, the audio on this TV started to go out. And whenever it would make like S sounds, it would crackle. And so I know I'm budgeting, but I immediately went to Amazon and bought a sound bar for $100. And then the next day, the TV stopped crackling. And now I have a $100 sound bar that I don't need.
Oh my God. This is Boogie. Your TV had a minor audio issue. It's not that big of a deal. But because his entire life revolves around gaming and television, I guess it is a big deal to him. Bigger than his mortgage. Bigger than survival. Jesus, dude.
But I know I'm supposed to be budgeting right now, but because that's my TV, because that's my only source of entertainment, because it's the only thing I do, it's one of the only things that bring me peace. Like, I'm like, I have to be able to hear my fucking TV. But that's every addict, right? Like Mitch Hedberg said, I'll just do enough heroin. And then he like OD'd on heroin, right? So I guess every addict tries to manage the addiction, but I don't know, man. We were talking about compulsive spending a minute ago.
Yeah.
Dude, I spent a lot of money on stuff. But you know where a lot of the money went? And like it felt really compulsive at the time.
Oh God, here we go. What the? What the fuck? His mortgage was what, 163,000? He could have paid off his home and still had tens of thousands of dollars left over with all the money he spent on sex workers. I don't know how you can feel sorry for this guy anymore.
I am a former sex worker escort, and Boogie2988 was one of my clients. From LA, and I get a message on this website, you can probably guess which one, from this guy who looked a lot like Boogie.
I took women on vacations, and I took them out to fancy dinners, and I took
That's
them
some
to, like,
people's
Disneyland
entire
and
year's
shit.
salary,
He got me
Boogie.
dinner, he got me a purse that we were talking about over messages, and he got me a couple gift cards, and he spent well over $5,000 on just that night.
You know the rules. The rules are we're gonna go out and eat. We're gonna have dinner. Maybe we're gonna fuck. And you're gonna enjoy a nice lifestyle that you don't normally get to enjoy.
So he was really funny. You can definitely tell he was nervous. He did eat a lot of food. I'm pretty sure he got 2 entrees, which was very unique.
It's not a revelation. I like beautiful women. I like to hang out with beautiful women, fuck beautiful women. We all do. I never got to do that. The women I dated were pretty, sure, but they were like Arkansas 8s, not LA 10s. With sugaring, I got to fuck some LA 10s.
This guy is like, the way he talks about women, it's like they're trophies, they're prizes that I can conquer. Something for me to claim, to conquer, to hold up and be like, hey, I fucked an LA 10, not an Arkansas 8. Like, this is, I mean, listen, this is extremely misogynistic. Not only that, but here we go again. Boogie's filling that hole in his life that was born from the trauma in his childhood with food, with material possessions, and with sex workers. Fucking sex workers. And all this time he could have, number one, paid off his mortgage so he would actually own the house. Number two, he could have got some therapy. He could have got some help for his weight issue. But nope. Nope, can't do that. Got to fuck a sex worker for $200,000.
And I think that's cool.
We got back to the hotel, and I do regret to say that I slept with Boogie2988. Overall, the experience, and I don't mean to fat shame or anything, but there was rules upon rules upon rules, and it took me a lot of time to find a stick.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I am now married with 2 kids, and sleeping with Boogie is one of the reasons I quit sex work.
Wow.
Is that sexist to me? Sure. Is
Wow.
that normalizing me? Sure. I don't really care. I'm a 48-year-old man. I never got to fuck a model. This let me fuck a couple of models. Is that wrong?
He acts like they owe him
Here
this.
we have some of the women in this area that are local and ready to go out. They'll go to dinner with you. They'll go to a show with you. Maybe they'll come back to your place. But they are expecting something in exchange. But then it's window shopping, right? Like any other meat market like Tinder, you kind of scroll down the list of photos until you find someone that looks interesting to you. I think this girl's really cute. Oh yeah, yeah. She's definitely a little thicker than I necessarily would always go for, but there's nothing wrong with that. So I deserve to go to Disneyland with a beautiful girl, right? I deserve to go to New York and explore Times Square with a beautiful girl, right? Like, I deserve that, and I want that, and I've never had it. Man, if I had that money...
Wait. Why do you deserve this, Boogie? Where does this sense of entitlement come from? Does he think this is how other people live? Does he think this is normal? Jesus Christ, Boogie. Like this, listen. Whatever sympathy I had for this guy, like as this goes on, with each passing minute, more and more of any kind of sympathy I had for this guy is just being drained away. I mean, like, I actually feel sick to my stomach watching the way this guy talks about women, the self-entitlement. Just, God, I mean, this is, and I used to really like this guy. Oh my goodness. Let's just continue.
Money back, that would be half of my mortgage right now. That $1,000 is my entire health insurance payment. I don't know what the prostitutes did with it, and I hope they spend it in good health. But I sure could use that shit right now, you know? You want to go for a walk? So he knows. You can't tell me he doesn't know. Leo up, baby, I know. We'll go in a second. I gotta prep your brother. He's great. He's actually, I actually really love him a lot. Leo!
I know how much these things mean to you. What's it like to have to sell them to be able to live?
So selling off these things kind of sucks, because I've been playing Magic for 30 years, and some of the cards in this box I opened back in 1994. I opened them in like 96, and I've held on to them ever since, and like they're a piece of my childhood. They're a piece of my history. I thought I was going to get buried with this stuff. This is my stuff. This is me. This is part of me. And I made some money off of YouTube last month, but I did not make enough. Without a sponsor or something like that, I'm not making enough. So we're going to go to the game shop. But this is going to keep me from going out on the streets, right? Like, this is going to keep me in a house. So I think it's bittersweet. I think he would find it bittersweet. He would have wished I'm selling Magic cards on Whatnot. I'm selling collectibles on eBay. I'm selling arcade machines locally. I'll sell it all. And I'm going to sell enough to help with the mortgage. But I'm also going to sell enough to be able to play Magic tonight. Because I don't want people wondering why I'm not there. I don't want people, like, knowing I'm broke. Like, that's embarrassing. I can't afford $30 to play Magic. So I'm spending $30 to play Magic tonight. Okay, so this month I need from you about $1,000 to make mortgage. So I need you to pick out like $1,000 for the stuff. Like, there's a couple of cradles in there. Mm-hmm. There's a City of Traders in there.
Well, I could do 200 a piece on those.
What? Dude, I thought we were looking more like 400, 450 on each of these. 175 is what it's down to.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Those
Good Lord, that took a beating. Fuck, these are reserved list cards, Glenn.
Yeah.
They're not going anywhere but up.
Okay. Well, you say that, but the dual lands went down.
Zana says, who is this guy? This is Boogie2988. He is one of the biggest YouTubers, one of the OG YouTubers, and his life has become an utter disaster. This guy spent $200,000 on sex workers when he could have paid off his $163,000 mortgage. And now he is on the brink of homelessness. He's had health issues with his weight. Just, I don't know. And it's gotten to the point where it's gone beyond pitying the guy to where he is just manipulating his audience. And I mean, this guy was known as the Mr. Rogers of YouTube. And I used to really like this guy, but man, like any sympathy I had for this guy as every minute of this documentary passes, it is slowly just disappearing.
I mean, yeah, all right. As long as I'm getting mortgage money, as long as I'm getting some cards there tonight, okay. You gave me these back.
Mm-hmm.
You want to sell them until I come back in here because I'm not going to sell them to anybody else but you.
Okay.
2, no, make it 3 chicken quesadillas.
Stop!
What's paying for this?
Shit, you're paying me back my hair. That don't hurt.
Yeah, we all look the same in a game shop. It's because we're fucking outcasts. We're in a kind of small town. We're fucking autistic as shit. We're awkward around women. We're awkward around people. We don't know what the fuck we're doing. And then I come back here and I'm looking at all the shit I need to sell. And I'm surrounded by all the shit that I bought for YouTube videos and stuff. And it's hard to not think about what a fuck up I am. But that's why I go to the arcade. That's why I go to play Magic. That's why I have my friends over. Because for just a few hours, I'm not that fuck up from YouTube. I'm just Steve Williams. I'm just me. Oh, this is my...
Zana says, well, what he needs to do is get a job and go to the gym. Yeah, I agree. But given what this guy has become, given his situation, I don't see that happening.
My Saturday night crew, we get together every Saturday. We eat pizza, we play Magic, we play board games, we do Smash Brothers. Magic the Gathering, this is my crack, this is my...
If he's eating Taco Bell and pizza all the time, he's seriously not, I mean, he's obviously not serious about losing weight.
Cocaine. I met him at the magic shop. I met him in the magic shop. Now him, I met at the magic shop. This guy, I met at the magic shop. This guy I met at the magic shop. This guy I met because he was roommates with a friend I met at the magic shop. Okay, so I have $1 million question for you guys. Every Saturday we get together.
Mm-hmm.
Every Saturday I order what? Pizza, chicken fingers, tacos. Those are the things I normally get us, right? Like I normally spend like $100, $150 every Saturday to like feed us. And like I showed them my bank books today, and I'm not like, I've never wanted to burden you guys with this, but like I'm at a point where saving $300 a month would be useful.
I mean, we've been telling you for years that we don't care about the food that much.
Okay.
Don't get me wrong. I like having snacks and soda when I'm over here because I don't eat those at my house. Right. But we definitely said it throughout the years. Like you don't have to feed us, but you do it anyway. So
when are we going to start bringing girlfriends around?
Oh my God! What is this obsession with women?
Because that's all I've brought around for 5 years. I mean, like we haven't had like legitimate girlfriends over in a long time. You haven't dated in a while. You haven't dated in a while.
I mean, yeah, a while. That's fair enough. Yeah.
I mean, you've like had some. I think you have like.
I think he's a good guy. Yeah, I think.
Zana says, "My God, all of his friends are fat," and you know that's not a. I mean, here's the thing: if you're trying to lose weight, being around a bunch of people that have weight issues is a very toxic environment. It's not good for you. Picana says he could sell all of that shit and move to an apartment. Yeah, I mean, listen, there are ways out of this for him. But I think he's just given up on himself, on life. I really do.
I think that Boogie's definitely a good guy. He loves his friends and his family, and he cares about people a lot. And He cares about what people think about him a lot. He's a fun person to be around and to laugh and make jokes with. And sometimes we open up and we have like really personal conversations, and I enjoy getting to know him in that way as well.
Willing to do things for us. He's offered to, take care of us or offered us a room if he needs it. He's still going to make some of the same jokes. We all have a sort of dry sense of humor.
Sincere kindness. It doesn't always show up, but he does have a lot of compassion for people.
I think he's just a guy with good and bad. But I don't think he's as bad as a lot of corners of the internet think he is.
I think as long as he stops tweeting the N-word, he'll be fine.
The N-word is just a word.
Oh boy, here we go.
You guys left, and these cameras weren't rolling, and I was sitting here alone in the dark, and I said the N-word. There's no magic power to it.
So say it.
Oh no, I'm not going to say it on camera where it could hurt somebody. I like offensive humor. I like dark jokes. I say fucked up shit. I think the darker something is, cancer, rape, murder, child abuse, the darker it is, the more important it is to make jokes about it.
Okay. Woo. Oh, like, I really feel sick to my stomach watching this. Like, this is not good. Oh my, like, this is straight up creepy. Listen, I understand there's such a thing as dark humor. I get it, but there's a line, man. There's a line. I mean, oh, Jesus Christ. The man needs Jesus. Holy Jesus. Picana says, I think he's fake poor. Well, Picana, excuse me. I don't know if you were in here earlier, but it showed that like Boogie's income right now is $5,000 something a month, and the dude is spending $7,000 something a month. Now, for a lot of people, their month salary is like $5,000. Some people it's less. And they're still able to make it financially. It might be a struggle, but they still make it financially. And here this guy is just overspending. Again, I think he's trying to fill a hole in his life left from his traumatic childhood with material possessions, with food, obviously, with the sex workers. And the thing that Boogie needs most, he needs to let go of his past. He needs to get beyond it. Just let it go. And he needs to stop punishing himself. He is doing this to himself. He hates himself. I mean, it's like Zana says, he really needs help. And with all the money that he spent, number one, he could have paid off his mortgage, and he would never have to worry about going homeless because he paid off his mortgage. That's number one. He would actually own the house. He could have easily done that. He put $750,000 in fucking crypto, for God's sakes. Crypto. You only put your money in something like that if you're willing to lose it. You never just throw it all in there and be like, fuck it. Flip of the coin, let's go. I mean, he needs help, and he could have spent the money on therapy, but no. He just, I don't know, man. Like, this is actually like legitimately just disgusting, heartbreaking, and frustrating all at the same time.
I'm sorry you had to go through that, bro.
Yeah, that's okay. All right. I mean, I didn't go through it. I'm still alive. She's dead. And, so fuck her. And now she's dead.
That's a lot of money, I guess, for a person of color, or is it not? I don't know. Someone says you can't put your finger into a clitoris. Somebody here doesn't have a scalpel handy. You splay that fucker just right, you can wrap it all around your fingers. You gotta shave real thin. Woo! That's disturbing. That's the most fucked up thing.
No, I plan to shoot you, bud.
You pointing a gun at me?
Oh, yeah, I remember this. I remember this.
Is this what we have to do?
Where it really went south is when one guy spent like a month of his time gathering every link, every video clip, everything I'd ever said or done since 1998, and he compiled it into this one huge mega thread. It's like 10, 15 pages long. And every time my name would get mentioned on Reddit moving forward, they would all link to that mega thread. Well, these people on Reddit began to bombard my sponsors.
Hold up. Let me read this. Things accused of Boogie in Reddit, which, I mean, it's Reddit, so take it with a grain of salt, obviously. Abused his wife. Supported child abusers. Had an attraction to minors. Mocked racial minorities. Lied about mental health diagnosis. Okay, clearly the dude has mental health issues, all right? I think that one's pretty obvious. Claimed good things from the Holocaust. What the fuck? All right. Let's keep reading. Threatened to kill his own dog. Use his friend's death to promote new channel. What the hell? Made fun of a child for having divorced parents. Threatened suicide to guilt fans into support. Faked harassment emails to gain sympathy. Flirted with his friend's widow after his death. Misused Patreon funds on personal toys. I'm about to throw up. I feel honestly I'm about to throw up.
To make me look as bad as possible. Every time I got a new sponsor, they would bombard me. And eventually they dropped me.
What the hell? What the hell, Boogie? 2018, 2019. Save some of that. Pay off your mortgage. Why did you even get a mortgage? I know at one point you were making millions off of YouTube. And I know your house is not millions of dollars. I think I heard somewhere it's like $250,000 is what his house costs. So it's like, dude, if you were making millions on YouTube, it's $250,000. Why didn't you just buy it up front? Buy it in cash and be done with it, and then you don't have a mortgage over your head, dum-dum. Now I needed all that money for my magic cards, though, and my sex workers, and my motherfucking Mountain Dew, though. Oh, my God. This is just... If I had millions of dollars, yes, I would buy a house, but guess what? I'm buying that bitch up front. I'm paying cash for it and being done with it so I never have to worry about the mortgage. It's not that freaking complicated, Boogie. It's not that complicated. You got to prioritize stuff. Shelter, a home comes before magic cards. Zana says it's really sad to see someone so smart make bad decisions. Yeah, it's sad, but I'm going to be real with you. I'm going from having sympathy for this guy to just pure rage and disgust, because this is worse than I thought, man.
Are you ready? Are you ready to step back into 1988? You ready to go back to my childhood? Because that's what's behind the star. Do you want to know what this represents to me? What does this represent? This is everything that was good about my childhood. And when I walk back in here, it's like going back in time, except things aren't completely shitty. So this is the classic. I mean, I even have a Pac-Man tattoo This is the game I most identify with because it's about a little round guy running through a maze trying to figure shit out, eating everything in sight, and getting chased by ghosts of his past. So I'm basically Pac-Man. I know, it's simple fun. And, I mean, look at the guy. He looks like me. I might have sprained it or broken it or something. I was walking to the bathroom in there, and there was a loud snap sound, and things kind of shifted in one direction, and now my foot is swelling into my shoe, and it hurts really badly. It's the fun part about being old and fat. You never know. You don't know if you'll wake up tomorrow. You don't know if today is that stroke or heart attack you've been waiting on, or if it's going to be a healthy day and you feel real good for a change. You never know.
Okay, listen, let me be completely honest here and completely transparent. Listen, I got a few extra pounds myself, all right? I'm nowhere near Boogie's level, okay? But I've actually been working on losing weight. Dude, in a year, I lost 30 freaking pounds, okay? In a year, I lost 30 freaking pounds. Is it easy? Hell no. But is it worth it? Hell yes. I felt better than I ever had in my life. This guy, how old is Boogie? Like, he's not even that old. He's middle age. It's not like he's an old man. He's had all this time and money to do something. And that's the thing. Like, he's had money to hire a nutritionist, workout experts that could help him. That's an advantage a lot of people don't have. And instead of spending it on that, he spends it on Taco Bell. He's so self-destructive. And here he is talking about how old he is, the heart attack, the stroke that you're waiting on. This is a man who has given up and wants to die. Like, that is sad. The reason he's not happy is because he doesn't think he deserves to be happy. I mean, I almost want to cry just watching this. Picana says he has video games at home with the 1UP arcades. Yeah, he's got those arcade machines at home. Which, I mean, given he spent $5 at this arcade, apparently, which, you know, isn't that much, but still, given his situation, every dollar helps. Why isn't he? I don't get it, dude. I don't get it. Zana says, I lost some weight just by I think you mean walking up the highway just for fun. I feel good about myself. Listen, we have a bunch of parks around here, right? And one of the most relaxing things to do is to just go hiking in the wilderness. We have this beautiful park close to where I live. And I just started hiking in the mountains one day. I spent 4 hours hiking in the mountains. I felt so good. And I felt so at peace. It was so rewarding. I love it. It's one of my favorite things is to hike in nature. And I lost weight. And I changed my diet. I eat a lot of seafood. Seafood's very healthy for you, along with vegetables and fruits and stuff like that. And I feel so much better than going and getting a Big Mac all the time, being like, no. Like, no. Eat shit that's good for you. Zana says he needs to go to church. Yeah, the man needs Jesus. How does that phrase go? He's got a God-sized hole in his heart. I agree. What about the gas to go to the arcade? True. Although, to be fair, I recognize the car that he's in. I think it's either a Toyota Camry or a Toyota Corolla, and it might be a hybrid. I think it's a hybrid, actually, because I've seen this car in some of his other videos. So he's not spending that much on gas. But, I mean, still, though, every little bit in his situation goes a long way. Listen, I know what it's like to be in financial stress, all right? You can save a shit ton of money buying ramen noodles. Just saying. And ramen noodles are good.
So I don't know. It could fucking be today. Do I think I'll make 50? Yeah, probably. That's only 2 years away. Do I think I'll make 60, which is 12 years away?
Wait a minute. He's 48 and he's complaining about being old? Dude, 48 is not old. That's middle age. You still have time to turn this around. Now, yeah, once you start hitting 60, okay, yeah. 60, 65, we're in retirement age. Yeah, then you're old. But 30s, 40s, most of your 50s, that's still middle age, dude. You can still fix this, but you've just given up on yourself.
Probably not.
Here's everything that's wrong with Boogie. Low testosterone, testicular hypogonadism.
Oh God, what the hell is that?
Swelling due to blockages of lymphatic flow, seborrheic eczema, chronic back pain, protein in urine. That's from kidney damage, folks.
That is everything keeping me alive. We have losartan, tramadol, bupropion, sertraline. Did I deal with back pain? I deal with nightmares. I'm always tired. I don't know the last time I did sleep. Otherwise, if I don't wear this machine at night, when I'm supposed to be sleeping, I'm actually drowning in my own fat.
High blood pressure, history of gastric bypass,
Woo!
intestinal malabsorption, vitamin D sufficiency, because like most gamers, I hate the sun, morbid obesity, major depressive disorder, major anxiety disorder, history of diabetes mellitus, blood pooling in veins, varicose veins of the legs with complications, degeneration of lumbar or lumbosacral intervertebral disc. That means my back don't work so good. History of basal cell carcinoma, that's cancer. And of course I can't breathe so good, so asthma and allergies as well.
So it's a waiting game now, and it's just about making the best of it. Just enjoy what you got when you got it. Sometimes that's a chicken quesadilla.
Boogie, my guy, listen to me. We are all going to die one day. All right? And when we do, we are going to face the unknown of whatever comes after. From the moment we are conceived to the moment we take our last breath. Yes, it can be a waiting game. But that's not living, Boogie. That's just waiting to die. Living is enjoying every blessed experience on this earth. And yes, sometimes there is some shit experiences that come along with it. But if you get so wrapped up in the shitty experiences that you don't take in and enjoy the blessed ones, you've missed the whole point. It is a miracle to be alive and to be breathing at all. And you take it for granted. And now you've given up on those experiences entirely. That is frustrating, and it's sad.
I wanted to make like a documentary that was generally entertaining. You realize, wait a second, everything he says is depressing. Everything he says is like the saddest shit I've ever heard.
That would be half of my mortgage right now. $10,000. And it's just about making the best of it.
This is the first documentary I'm doing. I can't put out a documentary that's this guy the whole time, because I don't want my brand new channel to be known as making documentaries about the most depressing people that exist. It's just like, what the fuck happened to this guy? What the fuck happened to Boogie?
Well, he's losing what made people originally like him. It could be as simple as just that positive attitude.
Why not use your only life to make the lives around you better? Fuck you, it's none of your fucking business. It's my body, it's my choice, eat shit.
And over time, in the content, we see this shift where he starts to become more interested in money.
I just like making content. I just like talking to a camera. I just like doing cool stuff. I just want ad revenue. I just want YouTube to pay me a fair amount. It's all I've ever wanted, right?
And his concerns about money.
If I could teach you anything, it's to hold on to the money you get.
Oh, are you trying to manipulate people into giving you money?
The answer is yes. Give me some money.
And more interested in complaining.
I couldn't be more grateful. I couldn't be more grateful that people want to comment. Thank you.
I'm a walking embarrassment, dude.
We do. Look at me. I'm fucking disgusting. Better, I'm a piece of shit.
I will never function the way you function. It's not possible.
That's why if you're griping to your...
It is possible. You just don't want to believe that it is. You've given up on yourself.
Viewers, if you're complaining to your subscribers, I mean, that just leaves a sour taste in people's mouths.
I think my window's closing. And if it's not closing already, it's already closed.
Right, so if there was money to be made in making people feel depressed, I think Boogie would be in the right business.
Like, that's just...
Listen to me, man. This guy hit the jackpot. He found the golden goose egg of content creators. If I was doing this channel and making as much money as he was at one point, millions of dollars off of YouTube, number one, I would safeguard that money with my life. Number two, I would make better financial decisions. Like actually paying my mortgage instead of going out and fucking sex workers. Like I would be eternally grateful to the support of people that got me there just because they care what I have to say on YouTube. And I wouldn't squander that support. But I guess Boogie felt so entitled to this that he just took it for granted. Zana asked, what did he do to make his YouTube channel so good? So he had this character that he played called Francis, and he did like a lot of rage videos. You know, like he'd get on there and be like, where's my GD Mountain Dew? You know, it was a lot of comedy stuff. And he did a lot of gaming stuff. Like he talked about gaming a lot. He got into it where he was talking about like pop culture and stuff. And really what it was is that he was kind of one of the pioneers of YouTube. Again, like he started his channel back in 2006, which I want to say was before Google bought YouTube. Like this was like the original days of YouTube. I think. When did Google buy YouTube? When did Google buy YouTube? Okay, 2006. So it was in the same year. But he was like right there at the very beginning. He was like right there at the very beginning. So he was one of the pioneers of this platform. And, you know, if you got, you know, like if you got in on the early days, like Angry Video Game Nerd, Nostalgia Critic, Boogie, PewDiePie, like if you were like one of the OG originals, you can make, I mean, you started out just boom, 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 because you were the only people on the platform. And that's how you got so big. That's what happened. And then Picana says he was a professional lolcow who leaned into it. Yes, that's what he ended up becoming. That was his whole personality. He was kind of the original lolcow, to be completely honest. And he immersed himself in that. And he made a lot of money. A lot of money. Which any content creator would be grateful for, or they should be grateful for. To get on this platform and make that much money. And he squandered it. And that's frustrating because so many people, including myself, are trying so hard to come up. And he hit the jackpot and he squandered it. It's like, you fucking idiot. All right, continuing on.
It's my life philosophy at this point. Just face down in the mud. That's pretty much how we live our lives.
And look at this, look at this, look at this, look at this. He calls his house the house that YouTube bought. It's frustrating.
That's right around the corner. Like, I have to sell this place. I have to tap into the equities to survive. Like, that's the last of my money. And so much of that money is going to doctor's appointments and tests, and all of that is just to fucking stay alive.
People, listen to me very carefully. Take care of your health, okay? Take it from someone who has struggled with his own weight issues. Please take care of your health. You don't want to end up like Boogie. I didn't want to end up like Boogie. That's why I started getting healthier and I started losing weight. You get one body. Don't abuse it. Don't abuse it. Kenny Pham says he's weird. It's like half of him cares about what people think and not in the good way, and half of him likes to metaphorically put his middle finger up to people. It's like he's two-sided. Yeah, I don't think Boogie, you know how like people, they ought to have a moment in their life where they're soul searching and they discover who they truly are. I don't think Boogie ever really discovered who he truly is, because I think it's probably because he hates himself that much that he can't look in the mirror and really decide, who am I? What's my identity? He's a very conflicted person. Zana says, well, he can sell the house, and with the money he can buy a cheap house that he will be able to pay off. Yeah, he could do that. Listen, like I said, okay, let's just say I made, I don't know, $5 million. All right, just I go out, I buy a scratch off, I get $5 million. All right, whatever. Yeah, one of the things I want is a house, a new house. I mean, listen, I have a house right now completely paid off. I'm good, all right? Don't have to worry about it. I'm good. But I wouldn't mind having another house. I wouldn't mind living somewhere else. Because I don't really like the neighborhood I'm in. That's the thing. So if I can move out of here and get a new house, yeah, fine. So I get $5 million from a scratch-off ticket. I am going out and finding a house no more than $150,000. No more than that. 3-bedroom, 2-bath, standard home. And I am paying for that son of a bitch right then and there. I am writing that check. Let's say it's $150,000. I'm writing that check for $150,000 so I can get the title to that house, so I can get the deed to that house, and I can say, okay, this is mine. No one can take it away. Don't have to worry about a mortgage. I'm good. I'm clean. I'm golden. And then I still have millions of dollars left over. But no, people get a bunch of money and then they want to buy the most expensive stuff and they make stupid decisions. And that's why most lottery winners are bankrupt in like 10 years. It's dumb. Kenny Fam says cool. Yeah, I love this feature on my streaming software on Streamlabs to where I can actually pull up comments like this. It's nice. It's really nice.
There are plenty of different content creators that have various mental illnesses all over social media. And some just say, it is what it is, and this is what I'm going to do. Boogie tends to be really obsessed with this idea that it's favorable to have people feel sorry for you, and that kind of victim mentality where you can get further in life if people have compassion on you, regardless of the reason they're doing it.
I look awful. If I look like I've been through hell over the last couple of days, it's because I have been. Most notably, I ruined my body. Like Jerry, I ruined my own career. Maybe it was the imposter syndrome. Maybe it's because it's been a method of, I think covert narcissism is the right phrase. Like, oh, look at how pathetic I am. You should feel sorry for me. You would never be mean to me because I'm so pathetic, right? Oh, I'm so fat. I'm so weird. I'm so goofy. I'm such an old man. I grew up in an abusive family and an abusive home. The amount of pain that's in my head and my heart is...
So vulnerable narcissism has a number of characteristics. A person can be considered a vulnerable narcissist without having them all. So with vulnerable narcissism or covert narcissism, we see pessimism.
I feel defeated and confused and lost all the time, every day.
Hypersensitivity to criticism.
I can't handle this kind of hate. I can't handle these types of attacks. I can't do it.
Reactive anger, so they're not really thinking things through.
Is this what I have to do?
Who goes by Boogie2988 was booked into the jail this morning.
Need for admiration.
Can I get a round of applause?
The self-centeredness.
I'm the perfect victim. I have been victimized my entire life.
The sense of entitlement.
You guys want to help me pay for my Tesla? Please go ahead and dig deep. I sure would like a free fucking Tesla.
Believing oneself to be special.
How many kids went on to get 4.5 million YouTube subscribers?
One.
Steven Williams!
You're just watching the same things over and over again.
What's up? Ladies and gentlemen of YouTube, Boogie2988 coming to y'all with the power of the internet. This is my rambling series, my blogger series. We're talking about life in the universe and particularly interesting to me.
Boogie2988. Boogie2988.
His fall from grace is so catastrophic.
Not happy about it.
People are sick of the shtick.
And what would you recommend to him now to get his viewers back?
I don't think he's getting his viewers back. I don't think that's a possibility. I think the only thing to do now is go a different angle. But I don't even know if that's possible. I mean, I'm not going to say it's impossible, but how do you change yourself? Like, viewers are smart. Like, they want to see you. They want to see what you're interested in. I don't know, you got to get a job. Maybe in this case, GameStop.
Oh boy, here we go. How's this gonna play out?
Don, I'm Boogie, or Steve.
Okay, what do you prefer to be called?
Honestly, probably Steve. Let's go with Steve.
Okay, Steve, no problem. Whatever you prefer. And so you are here today because you are seeking employment.
Yeah.
You're seeking out new work opportunities.
Absolutely.
Tell me a little bit about your background and where you think you want to go with the experience that you already have.
I did work at a small gaming store back in 2006, 2007. I am disabled. recognized by the state of Arkansas, but also the United States government. There's that. Now, the downside of that is I am extremely depressed. So there's some mental health issues that we bring to the table. And then physically, I am morbidly obese. I have no references, no work history, and no education. And when you Google my name, you might see rumors that I beat my ex-wife, and I'm also a pedophile. Should mention I'm also a felon.
Okay. What's the nature of your felony?
Aggravated assault.
How old is it?
About 2 years.
Okay. So I think there are some avenues you could explore. I definitely don't think it's impossible, but you have some challenges.
Yeah.
Lots of things in life are about your mindset, and you're using weight and disability. I can't. If that is the attitude that you're going to have when you approach everything, then you can't, and you won't.
That is probably some of the best advice that this guy has ever received in his life. I mean, think about this. Think about everything he just listed to this woman. He is self-sabotaging himself again. You don't go into a job interview and say all this type of crap. He is self-sabotaging himself again. Why? Because he hates himself. Why? Because he feels like he doesn't deserve it. So here he is, screwing up another opportunity again. Picana says he's unhireable. I mean, I'm sure he can get a job somewhere. It's probably not going to be glamorous, but I'm sure he can get a job somewhere. But look at what he's doing to himself. He's making himself unhireable. It's just more self-sabotage. Stop, dude. Everything he listed was something negative about himself. He couldn't come up with anything positive.
I did work in the porn industry for the better part of 7 years. So
Jesus Christ.
Do you really think it would be a good idea to go to a real interview and reference porn?
It depended on the job, I would think.
Oh, stop, Boogie.
Maybe, but probably not in a more professional
Stop.
Yes, I would say that.
What would you think his chances are here of getting employment in the next 3 months?
I'm not sure. When it comes to the felony, we would have to seek corporate approval for that sort of charge in order to proceed forward with a candidate. And they would ultimately be the ones to make the decision as to whether or not we would feel comfortable presenting someone like that to our clients. Any violent felonies, violent crimes, or sexual crimes have to be...
Hey, Mike. Listen, dude. I know we're making this documentary and everything, and I know you think I need to get a real job, but I just want to let you know I'm not going to. I'm not going to walk into some job.
What the hell?
When I have 4 million subscribers on YouTube, I'm one of the original YouTubers. What I'm going to do instead is go back to making content, go back to telling stories and entertaining people, and making money doing it. And you want to check back with me in a couple of months? Let's see how things are going.
There he is again with the self-entitlement. I am one of the original YouTubers. I have 4 million subscribers. I am too good for a regular job. Listen, I'm not saying you can't turn YouTube into a career. Clearly he did so. But damn, dude, when you squander it like you did, you're an idiot. If I had made as much money as this guy did, I would be so wise with the spending, so wise with how I invest it. I could live off of it for the rest of my life if I had made as much money as this guy. And I would never have to work. But he squandered it. Like, that's what's so frustrating about this. Picana says he went full-blown loco with the porn remark. I mean, who says that type of stuff? Oh, Jesus. Zana says this guy, the guy is a dick. I mean, that's what he's become. And to think, this guy used to be known as the Mr. Rogers of YouTube. Mr. Rogers is rolling in his grave right now. God rest his soul being compared to this guy. Patrick Omarat said his Boogie2988 dead. No, he's still alive, but I think he's just given up on life.
All right. I'll talk to you then.
Go lay down. Go lay down. Go lay down. Good job. Yeah, so I mean, things aren't great. People are still mad at me on YouTube. My view numbers are pretty much close to zero. I'm having trouble breaking 10K on an upload right now.
You're welcome, Patrick.
And not everything is bad. I've got at least one good thing going on. Can I show you? Sure.
What in the holy?
So this is Desi. You can call her Desiree.
Yep, Desiree.
And we've been dating now for months.
A couple months, yeah.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Whoa.
I don't know what it was. It was, I guess it's his energy, his curly.
All right, listen. She's an adult legally, but I can tell you right now, as someone who used to be a 20-year-old, she does not have an adult mindset. And I'm telling you right now, if Boogie thinks he's going to be dead in the next 10 years, she'll be 30. Where does she go from there? Does he have any idea, given all of his baggage, how much he's screwing this girl's life up? Does he care? Patrick says this is ridiculous. He should be arrested. I mean, legally, she's legal, but when it comes to a psychological standpoint, he is screwing her up big time.
Hair, his glasses. I must be into nerds. I guess, I don't know. He's just adorable to me. I like him. He was going through a lot, and I randomly hit him up on Instagram, and I told him that I support him and that I'm always here for him and stuff. And so it started from there.
On paper, it just doesn't really add up, right? It doesn't make sense on paper, but then practice and in reality, there was just something there.
So it was pretty crazy, but I just felt it. I felt an energy connection to him before I even met him, and I don't know, that's just how it is.
And then the longer we spent talking, I don't know, eventually you just realize we're the same person, doing the same thing, living the same lives, just at different stages. And
I can see myself getting married to Boogie.
I could definitely see us getting married. In fact, we may or may not have talked about it a little bit, and we may or may not sit around fantasizing about it and thinking about what it's going to look like. And I called you wifey the other day, and you loved it. You were so there for it. If I proposed right now on camera, what would you do?
I'd say yes.
Oh no,
that's a
girl.
good sign.
Stop. He is emotionally and mentally manipulating you. Stop. You don't know what you're doing. You don't know what you're getting. You are screwing your life up. Please, God, get out of this. Get out of this, honey. Get out of this. You got to get out of this.
Boogie has improved my life tremendously. He just makes me happy, the happiest I've ever been. And I'm not alone, and so that he just completes me. Growing up without a father figure has its challenges. Like, you just don't have that support system that you would, and the advice that you need. And so it's just difficult. I don't ever want to be alone. That's another thing. Maybe that's why I have stuffed animals. I don't ever want to be alone. And so it's just nice to have company. And I help with the dogs. I get him his water. Like whatever he wants and requests, I just mainly is to take care of him. He takes care of me, so. Yeah, sometimes I pick weeds out here, so, cause like, it makes it look better. Trying to trim down these vines, but I'm not doing a good job. I don't do this very much.
You know, I used to have a theory, Mike, that if you are a 40-year-old man and you have a Snapchat, that means you're a creepy dude. Turns out my theory was right. I have a Snapchat, and I am a creepy dude.
I'm telling you right now, man, listen. This relationship with this girl, this is not going to have a happy ending. I can tell you that right now. Zana says, I think life is really not fair. Sometimes this guy goes downhill with his life and he's able to get a girl this hot. Like, that's the thing. She's not a bad looking girl. And she is screwing her life up. Zana says, I feel sorry for her, though. I do too, and I'm telling you right now. This story is not going to have a happy ending between them. It's not going to have a happy ending.
I found that person and they happened to be 20. And I get that it's creepy to date somebody half your age or younger, but people can call me creepy if they want. If she's happy and I'm happy, then I will be the biggest creep you need me to be, as long as her and I are happy. You can be as mad as you want. Sexually, we both seem to be having an excellent time.
I would say that it's the best I ever had. What? You were
Okay. Whoa. Hold up. Okay. Can I show this on YouTube? Let's skip ahead a little bit. I mean, this documentary is on YouTube, but damn. That one. Okay. That was a little Whoa. Oh, Jesus, I need a minute. Oh my God. That was a little risque. Okay. We just gonna move on from that.
A little off today. I had a friend tell me I look like a samurai on vacation. I was going to ask if you could see it, but...
in the front here, and I think, what are you, a YouTuber or something?
Yeah, I've been on YouTube for about 17 years.
You've been on YouTube for 17 years?
Yeah, 4 million subscribers.
Okay, and this is your girlfriend, who is much younger than you, is suspiciously...
She's an adult.
It's never good when you say, well, she's an adult. Is this a sex trafficking situation? You keep looking at him and never answering the question. I'm just kidding.
And I hate it when people single us out. I hate it when people like...
We're gonna do that though, it's to be expected. You're right, we're different, but...
Fuck them, right?
Yep, fuck.
Fuck them.
He's not manipulating me. I love him for him. He doesn't control me. We're a team. He supports me in everything I do and everything I want. He's my support system.
Let me get a McCrispy Deluxe combo. Make it large.
What do I think about his dire financial situation? I think it's scary.
Yeah, what's so scary about it?
That he might lose it all in a day. He might just be homeless one day, but...
So if I'm broke, if I go broke, okay? If we end up back on disability and it's me, you, and Chad living in some small apartment.
Who the
and
hell's
we're eating McDonald's
Chad?
every day, and that's treating ourselves. You gonna be able to handle that?
Yeah,
You
I
stay
guess
in
it's
that?
me, you, Chad, eating McDonald's every day in our small, cute apartment.
Because, I mean, I'm hopeful that people will go back to watching us on YouTube. I'm hopeful that people will, like, you know, I can go back to live streaming full time again and do like 6-hour live streams like every other streamer and like grind it out. But I mean, there is a very real possibility that one day I won't be able to do that anymore. And we're going to have to live off of whatever we can. Are you prepared for that?
As long as I have you, that's all I need.
Have you ever thought about the fact that she's just waiting you out and trying to take your 401k when you die?
I'm out. I'm broke.
You're broke.
I'm broke, yeah.
4 million subscribers.
All right, hold up here. Username said, so what did he do? I'm late. Oh my goodness, where do I begin? He lost all of his money, or he's about to lose all of his money. He's about to lose his house. He spent $200,000 on sex workers. He spent $750,000 on crypto. And he could have used that money to easily pay off his $163,000 mortgage, but he didn't. So now he's at risk of homelessness. The controversy, the abuse, marrying a girl that's young enough to, honest to God, be the man's daughter. I mean, well, he's not married her yet, but he's dating someone who could be his daughter. I mean, it's just, he goes on and on and on. Listen, you need to watch this entire stream when we're done, or go watch the documentary one, because this is so much worse than I thought.
Even if he does go broke and has to sell the house, I'm still going to be by his side. He's the only one that I love and I care about, and there's only one of them. And so I'm not just going to up and leave him for money, because money's an issue. Because I love him, and just imagining a life without him is difficult.
I mean, my biggest fear is dying on her.
I mean, she's legally an adult, but my God, mentally, she's still a child.
It's just going to ruin her life.
Emotionally, she's a child.
I really want you to understand how actually sick I am. Like, I don't know if you actually get it, but this is my health summary. This is everything that's currently wrong with me. My risk for stroke or heart attack is astronomical. I am essentially a walking time bomb. And I'm so fucking sorry for that. I really, really wish I had taken
Zana says daddy issues. Yeah,
I know.
I think that's definitely one of her
I'll
problems.
never be ready for it, but I know. I don't want you to be alone.
I don't want you to be alone.
Okay?
I've talked to my therapist since me and her have been together about overcoming it. My therapist keeps telling me the same thing. When you learn to love yourself, all these things will fall into place, and we just got to teach you those skills. And then I turn to my doctor, and I'm like, what do we do? He's like, you've had bypass surgery. You lost 200 pounds. What more can I do for you? I'm like, fix it, dude. Help fix it. And then they're telling me that I'm the one that has to fix it. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. And I'm making less and less every month, and I'm scared shitless.
And now,
making his way to the ring, Boogie2988.
Username says, no way I'd take care of a man who spent his money away like that, literally trying to lose weight. No judgment, but I'm sure it's his fault he's like that. He's just trying to guilt trip her with that. I mean, listen, the man did have a traumatic childhood, but the fact that he could not find a way to move past that, the fact that he is self-sabotaging himself, he hates himself. I mean, he has done this to himself. And now he's dragging this poor girl into it. I mean, listen, I'll be the first person to tell you, like, I don't believe anyone should be homeless. You know, I don't believe anyone should be without health care. I don't believe anyone, you know, I think that we can do better as a society taking care of people. But that's like that's like a bare minimum situation. He had everything. Millions of dollars off of YouTube. I mean, he hit the jackpot. The golden goose egg of content creators. And he threw it all away. How can I feel? I mean, in some way, I feel sorry for him. But it's conflicted with rage and disgust at what he's done to himself and the people around him. And it's just sad. It's like the title down below says, this is sad.
Hey, so Mike, I just got off the phone with Keemstar, and he has a boxing event coming up, and he's giving me a slot on the card.
This is 800 pounds in one ring.
This fight pays $10,000.
Oh.
No chance against me. Shut the fuck up. People are going to see me win this thing. This is where I turn it all around. Right here.
Referee Sheamus Dunn stops the contest, and therefore your winner, Wings
Watch the way he hits my head. My brain got shocked with each one of those. It's ricocheting against my skull. So since you guys were here last, I did have a bit of a windfall, which bought me some time here in this house. The problem with that is I spent more than $10,000 getting that fight together. So by the time all that was done, all I did was put that $10,000 back into savings. Being in the new relationship is great, but I mean, she can't help pay a $2,200 mortgage. Okay, let's go through my monthly bills for a second. My health insurance is $800. I have $500 worth of medical bills. I have $500 worth of utilities. I pay for doctor's visits, physical therapies, labs constantly. I still have to pay for the car that I drive. I still have to pay for car insurance. I still have to pay for health insurance. Diablo 4 came out. I had to buy it. Final Fantasy 16 came out. I had to buy it. Tears of the Kingdom came out. I had to buy it. That's $400 worth of video games right there. But if you take out all of it, you take it out, all I eat is sandwiches every day. All I do is sit here. I don't pay for any Netflix subscriptions. All I pay for is internet, utilities, medical bills, mortgage. If I pay for just that, I need $7,000 a month. I'm not making $7,000 a month, and I have no clue how to do it. So there's something I've always wanted to try. There's a lot of research that came out of Europe, and now we're doing it here in the United States, where psychedelics can help reset.
Username says, who the fuck pays $800 a month in health insurance? I mean, listen, health The entire healthcare system in the United States is so royally fucked. I mean, what we really need to do is we need to go to a single payer universal healthcare system like every other developed democracy in the world. All right, where you don't have to pay for health insurance. When you need to go to the doctor, it's paid for. When you need to go to the hospital, it's paid for. But of course, you know, we're America, fuck yeah, and it's ridiculous. I mean, in any other country, Boogie wouldn't have to pay for any of the health stuff. It'd be paid for him, but this isn't America. So, but I mean, look at this guy. Look at his health issues. Like, that doesn't surprise me. It doesn't surprise me that he's paying that much in health insurance. Zana says, does he have to buy video games? No, you don't. No, he doesn't. I mean, come on. Listen, people, if this teaches you something, I mean, there's a lot you can learn about this and not make the same mistakes Boogie has. But listen, please try and narrow down your hobbies. All right? Listen, get it to where you're only buying like one video game a month and be satisfied with that. Okay? I mean, don't go out buying thousands on games and cards and stuff. Be reasonable, people. Come on. Oh, all right.
Certain brains.
10 more minutes of
people
this
who experience
this
childhood abuse, people
tragedy.
who go through trauma, people who deal with post-traumatic stress disorder, and I'm all of those. To be honest, I'm scared shitless. It's one of the only things I haven't tried yet. So let's give it a shot.
All right, we're going to the
My
shaman
given name
to
is
fix
Ryan
Boogie.
Arthur DeLeoyo, and I've adopted the name Flaming Star. There's one thing that's undeniable, is that there's always this question about why? Why am I here? Existence. What's really happening? Who am I?
Get religion.
That's what happens when you seek out hallucinogenics. It's going to allow everything else physically here to relax. The emotional stuff is going to come out, trauma is going to come out, but afterwards your atoms are going to go back into their original positions. That's why. He'll be mind, body, and spirit all one together. We're all connected.
I believe
When
it.
you get to a certain point of understanding inside your intellect mind, that connectivity, you realize your hands are basically like USB ports.
So these are the, it's crazy to think that something that just grows out of the ground has so much power, and I'm actually holding it in my hand right now. But here we go. They don't taste bad. Honestly, that doesn't taste too bad.
They're pretty good and dry. Everybody just says kind of earthy.
Stem and all.
Oh, the whole thing, yeah.
Okay.
Welcome to the club. May God bless you and be with you on your journey.
Yeah, this shit just got weird, bro.
I think we've been about 20 minutes in.
About 15, yeah.
About 15. So we're about 15 minutes in, and I started to feel things are kind of wavy and kind of disconnected. It's kind of like my brain works on multiple channels, and like I have to pick and choose what I'm concentrating on. I have driven balls. I have no clue where the fuck I am or even who I am, and I don't give a fuck. I recognize.
He's about to experience the second part of the realization of letting go. And we're gonna get to the other side of it. I told you they'd come. It's gonna get nice and bright in about 5 more minutes.
Yeah.
And the reflection in the water is really cool too. So what do you think was the first trauma that you experienced which basically set up like a defense mechanism for you?
Man,
Yeah, my parents are just crazy. They're broken people.
Parents?
Oh my
Yeah.
God, here we go again. It goes back to the parents. Boogie, this is your life. Your parents are dead. Let the past die with them, Boogie. Come on.
Stewards. People who are like trying to oh, okay. Okay. Yep. That makes a lot of sense, doesn't it?
What?
Like they don't, I mean, that shit doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. That was the dumbest shit. Oh, and it happened so long ago.
Yes, Boogie.
Like, I've just been waiting for the right time to just drop that shit.
So, when did you feel the need of this separate personality? Was that like what you used as a coping mechanism to socialize with?
Oh, that's exactly what it is, right? Like, I didn't know what the hell, I didn't know how to communicate what I was dealing with or what I was going through, and I just...
Right, we put on these different faces in order to deal with situations in society.
You try to give people what the hell they want.
And then you felt like that was the need to make up Francis or other personalities?
Yeah.
Are you ready to let all that go?
Yeah, please, man. Oh my God. This is the first time I've ever felt happiness.
Wait, what?
Happiness. This is the first time I felt it. So I was about to tell him, man, it's all kind of bullshit. It's all bullshit. Just all the things I've been worried about.
Because you are the master of your own orchestra, man.
It's a game, right?
Just let them go. So it's up to you to choose.
Steven, can you get up?
I swear to God, I thought that was my phone. Because I have the same morning alarm. I have the same alarm on my phone. I swear to God, that was my phone. I was like, what the fuck is happening to ruin my live stream? Okay.
Hello?
I'm still not sure I'm like really here yet.
As soon as he gets up, let's chug him Mountain Dew.
I don't really want breakfast. That's change. Jesus. Oh, guys. Let's go. It's just all bullshit. Like, none of this matters. None of it. It's all a construct. It's all a simulation. It's all it's a fucking video game. You know when you die, I think I died last night. Physically, my body was fine, but I think I went back into the void we come from, and I think I'm still in it. Except I'm also in this physical corporal body, but I'm also the incorporeal being that puppets it and controls it, and God damn it, I feel like I'm in control. I feel like I'm in control of myself for the first fucking time. The stuff that I normally worry about, worrying about my finances, worrying about my internet, worrying about what people think about me, it's all so incredibly stupid. It's all just bullshit. I think I'm going to enjoy making YouTube videos again. I think I'm going to enjoy live streaming again. What's up, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? Boogie2988 coming at your office again to the power. When I make a video, 10,000, 15,000, 20,000 people watch. That is still my dream job. everybody falls off. That's part of the deal.
Every single month. He had tons and tons.
You start off as a nobody, and for a short period of time, you're a somebody, and then that star burns out like every star does. I was lucky enough to get hit by lightning. I was lucky enough to get to live my dream. I was lucky enough to get to enjoy all of that, play this game the way I wanted to play it. I'll be gone one day too. But for one brief moment, we got an opportunity to shine really bright.
Wow, that was pretty good, by the way.
Okay, I don't know if that song's copyrighted, so we're gonna stop right there. I mean, we'll let this play out, but I'm gonna turn the volume down. Oh. What can I say about this? He hit the jackpot of content creators, and then he squandered it. Bro, I'm just sitting here, and I, honest to God, I don't know what to say about this. So you know what? I think I'll think I'll end it with this. I think I'll end it with this. Boogie. Zana says the guy is born lucky. Well, listen, I know about his past. I wouldn't go that far because the dude had a rough childhood. But let me end it with this. Boogie, listen. You got to let the past go. As much as I hate the Star Wars sequel trilogy, there was one good line in that trilogy that I always go back to. And I think Disney intended it for evil, but what Disney intends for evil, I shall use for good. And that is when Kylo Ren said, "Let the past die." Boogie, your parents were abusive. I get it. But they're dead. Let the past die with them. You have to live in the present. You have to live for you. And you have to now live for this girl that you brought into this storm that is your life. Okay, let's check out Boogie's channel real quick. I want to check his subscriber count. The dude still has 4.02 million subscribers. His most recent video talking about the Zelda movie, 33,000 views. My most popular video, which is on my gaming channel, has 63,000 views. Now, here's the thing. He's making tens of thousands of views off of one video in a day. And he's monetized. He can be making some good money. Enough to live on easily. And he still has that many subscribers. If he will just learn to love himself so that he can love others, he can find a way to turn this back around. You still have 4.2 million subscribers, dude. If you just change your outlook on life and how you approach content, they're right there. These people will continue to watch you. That view count will keep going up. You got to change, my man. But if you aren't willing to change, don't expect your life to change. And I will end this stream with this. Okay? I've supported you in the past, Boogie. You're one of the YouTubers I had the most respect for, but this is ridiculous. You've got to change, and I want you to change, and I want you to get better. It is Saturday, November 11th. In a year from now, I want you to be in a better place. You can do it. You can turn your life around. But you have to believe that you deserve it. And not in an egotistical way like what you've shown here. That's not what I'm talking about. Because no one owes you anything. What I mean is you have to learn to love yourself so that other people can love you. It's not going to be easy. It's going to take some work. It's not going to be handed to you on a silver platter. But you can still come back from this. I wish you all the luck in the world, and I send prayers your way, Boogie. And I hope you're in a better place a year from now. Anyways, thank you guys for tuning in and watching this with me. I won't lie to you guys. That was a lot harder to watch than I originally anticipated. I mean, I heard this documentary was pretty bad. Not that it was bad quality. In fact, it was great. Go check out the guy that made this. Mike Klum. There's his channel right there. I'm going to go ahead and subscribe to him. So you guys do the same. Shout out to him. And I'm subscribed to Boogie on my gaming channel. But that was a really tough watch. That was really tough to watch. I didn't know how bad that was going to get. But we got through it. And I really hope Boogie gets better. But thank you guys for watching that with me. More content will be coming soon. I love you guys. And check you later. I don't even feel like promoting the Patreon or anything like that. Or I guess subscribe or whatever. You guys know what to do. I just I need a break after that. More content will be coming out soon. Love you guys. This is JeskerJames with a Z. And I'm signing off.